this going on?
We're on the Michigan 4-H horse program page.
Oh, are we currently live? Oh, hey
We
guys.
are.
Is there anyone there? How do you see?
It'll tell you up there when people. Okay, just a oh my goodness, you guys, this is already live. Oh my word. You cannot wrangle children. All right, I know you guys are going to like this one. We are going to talk about helmet fitting. So I know that this is an area that absolutely every equestrian should be familiar with. So we have 4 little heads here with 5 different helmets actually that we're going to talk about. There's some different features on each of them, different price points of the helmet, and some things that you can easily change that I see are done wrong often and that are done right as well. So first of all, I'm going to start out telling you about a helmet a little bit and things that we look for. So this is certainly a helmet that would pass certification at the State 4-H Horse Show. It is a quick release, which means the snap that would go under the chin can be quickly undone. So sometimes they used to have some that fastened and were not a quick release. Those would not be okay. And then additionally, I'm going to turn the camera around. This has the SEI label right in there. So ASTM/SEI means that these helmets have undergone safety testing so that they are legitimate helmets and that can be used. A couple things. Bicycle helmets, snowmobiling helmets, those are not appropriate to ride horses. So horse riding helmets go lower on the neck and protect more appropriate places for if you were to suffer a fall from a horse, okay? I will tell you that the testing requirements are the same for a helmet that is inexpensive as it is for a helmet that is far more expensive, which we have a variety of price points here. I would guess this helmet's probably like a $50 helmet. But some of the higher priced helmets have their own testing that go above and beyond, but they're not necessarily required, but they do additional testing. So we'll set this one down. I'm gonna have Maria hold this, make me look really thin and pretty and not sweaty at all. Okay, full disclosure, we just got done with an 1.5-hour long lesson, so these girls worked, all right? So we are not gonna judge their sweatiness. Caroline, you're gonna come up here first and we're gonna look at her helmet. Very common mistakes we see here. First of all, this helmet is way too loose. If she were to suffer a fall, it would just come, I mean, you could see where this would be extremely dangerous. We typically have our hair in a low ponytail here, or, you know, we're not talking about show, we're talking about riding at home, and yes, I am no fun. I make all my riders in my lessons wear helmets. So we have these little pieces here. Sometimes they're shaped like a triangle. This one's shaped like a circle. Sorry, I don't know the correct term, but I do know that should sit right at the base of the ear, basically right below an earring. This stabilizes the helmet on the rider's head, all right? And then we'll twist a little bit red. This one is way loose. I might have rigged this up before we did the live. She did not ride like this. I'm gonna slide that up, and then obviously this is still too big for her. And for the most part, these all tighten in essentially the same way. Oh my gosh, we hear rain. This is very exciting, Michiganders. Will you put your chin up? No, not that far. You pinch a kid's neck once and you'll never forget it. So I would try very hard not to do that. Okay, so that I could fit one finger between, yep, but I don't want it much looser. I might even be able to tighten that up a little bit. And then we have this little rubber band looking thing that we can slide up to kind of take care of this loose there. Caroline's helmet as well has a adjustable notch back here. So I can tighten that so that we want it tight enough where if this was undone and she flipped her head upside down, it would not fall. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. All right, thanks, Red. Will you go get me a bottle of water over the fridge? Or I'm gonna have a coughing attack for these poor people. Okay, Maya, come here. All right, Maya is actually wearing my old show helmet. This says right on the clip here, this quick release snap, it says the SEI right there. Those are some of the things we're looking for when we check your helmet at the State 4-H Horse Show. Her helmet is different, as is Claire's that we'll look at in just a little bit. It doesn't have a sliding piece here. It's stationary, so you don't have to worry about, that's one less thing to worry about. And so and it also does not adjust here. She just needs to make sure this is appropriately tight and this. And you're killing it. Fits you beautifully. Thank you, dear. what do you got going on here? Sorry, guys. Here's Alana. Alana has her practice helmet, and it looks like it fits pretty good right here. I'm gonna not pinch you. You could see that it was a little loose here, so I was just gonna fix that. All right, so it looks really good on your chin. The parts under your, thank you, honey. The parts under her ears. Oh, did you do this on purpose?
What?
It was slid down. No? And these normally slide up pretty well. Will you try to mess with that while I take a drink?
There we go. Good demonstration.
Thanks. Yeah, so that, you are awesome. All right. Oh, it's really loose on your head. Did I look surprised? So I absolutely, as a riding instructor that people borrow helmets from, I love these adjustables, especially for the little kiddos. They're so easy. They just twist lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, and we can adjust that. You can also adjust it for different hairstyles. So if she wanted her hair under her hat, then she could loosen it up a little bit. Your hair style affects the fit of your helmet. So that is something that needs to be taken into consideration. All right, and this helmet, probably, again, $50 price point. I think this helmet that we saw on Maya a minute ago, I think that was about $120 when I purchased it. Now we're gonna look at the creme de la creme with our fancy friend Claire here. So Claire has, are you gonna do the hair too? I'll hold your helmet.
Sure.
Let's look at her pretty helmet. For those of you that are helmet gurus, you will appreciate this. This is a Sam Shield. So this is more like a $500 price point. And it can go up from there. But it's kind of like if they do go through the same testing, but these will probably go through additional testing in addition to comfort and breathability and some other ergonomics to it. So you do get what you pay for here. So let's go back to Claire. She is looking like a movie star.
So it's kind of like a headband, and you can like tuck your whole hair in, or just kind of do it like that, like a headband, and keep all your flyaways intact.
And then your helmet. Oh, that was pretty easy peasy. Now let's look at how this one adjusts. Again, this is like Maya's, and this is stationary, so she doesn't have to worry about adjusting that. It's got this little protective flap, so she's a lot less likely to pinch her delicate skin there. And then over here, unlike the others, I think this is probably a little bit easier. It unvelcros, and I could just slide it up to tighten. The other ones are kind of like a bra strap, and we all know how those can be difficult sometimes to tighten. So that's kind of just ergonomics are a little bit easier when you get some of those nicer. Am I like
No, you're good.
hurting
You're
your
good.
chins?
You're good.
Okay, so take it off and show us your hair thing again, or at least taking out.
This is the hair thing. Just like slide it off.
It's
and
kind of just like a
tube
nylon.
saw
Yeah.
with like the toe cut off. So it's kind of like that. And I've had this for like a long time, so it's kind of messed up. But there's that. The other nice thing about this is that the liner, you can pop it off and wash it. So if you have a sweaty head like I do, you can just throw it in the washer, which is really, really nice.
Do you work for Sam Shield? This is not an ad, right?
No.
Hashtag not an
Not
ad.
sponsored. Can it be? No.
Awesome, guys. Well, let's stand by the ladies and thank them. I hope this was useful. I know as a judge, and Maria, who is holding the camera for us right now, is also a judge, and we see a lot of ill-fitting helmets, and it certainly makes us nervous as we watch the competitors ride around. So hopefully you've got some useful tips here. Doesn't matter the price point of your helmet, it can fit you. These are sized differently, so often some of the lower price point helmets are just like small, medium, large, extra small. And this is probably, and that one I think is like a 7 1/4. Like it goes
like a 6
by.
5/8 or something.
You got a little bitty head.
Yeah, I have a small head.
I have a big head, so mine's like a 7 1/2. But it's similar size to like a Western hat or something. So hopefully this was useful. And that's it for live videos tonight. So have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.